Hey everybody, I'm going to do a disc golf review on the discs that I throw. I have 5 discs. They are made from Discraft. I think Discraft is probably the best disc golf maker. They make really good, consistent flying discs, brand new, used. They're the best. So what I got is I got 5 discs, and I'm going to go through the ones that I use. My favorite out of all of them is the Stalker. This is a 1.1 rating disc. It's an extra long driver, it's a hybrid between a mid-range and a driver, but it gets a lot of distance. It gets about 400 last time I threw it. My average drive with any other disc, driver-wise, I get about 380 to 390, and my farthest drive has been about 425, around there, when I measured. So, the Stalker, since it's a 1.1 rating disc, throw it on just a little bit of a hyzer if you throw backhand. I throw backhand personally. I do throw forehand. When you throw backhand with this disc, you're going to want to keep it on a hyzer. The hyzer line will make it go out, cut a little bit right, and just a little bit left, and fade, and keep the nice soft landing to the left. It's a very straight flying disc. I personally love this disc. If you throw backhand, forehand, and you're just an amateur or even a pro, beginner, this is a really good disc. I love this disc. Even forehand, I do throw forehand. It's kind of a get out of the trouble shot for me, but on a few, I do throw it occasionally. But when I do, with the Stalker, you throw it flat, and all I'll do, it will just keep the same line like if you throw backhand with this disc. It'll go out and make a nice, soft fade to the right. And the good thing about the Stalker, what I've noticed, is it doesn't skip really. It lands softly, so when it hits the ground, it just grabs the ground, doesn't skip. That's what I love about this disc. That's usually how, when I play with my friends, that's how I win most of the time, is by using this disc. It weighs about 175 grams. It's a Z plastic. Ultra durable, great flying disc. Recommend it. Get one if you do not. Next one, this is a Discraft Nuke. Farthest flying disc that I have. This is what I have thrown over 400 feet. Super fast, slightly overstable. The pros say it's understable for them, but they throw in the 6 and 7s. So I'm just an amateur. But you can turn this disc to an understable disc by hitting it into a tree. Get it dinged up. I have the Z plastic. I like the Z plastic for all my discs except for my putters. I like the grip of the Z plastic. That's grip and feel, is just what I look for in a disc. And then it's ratings, but this is a 1.6 rating. So when you get a brand new, what it'll do if you throw backhand or forehand, throw it flat. Just throw it flat. And all I'll do, if you throw backhand, it'll just go straight and fade to the left pretty hard, since it's just a little bit overstable, brand new. It will cut, its fade will cut pretty hard left. Same forehand. But if you throw forehand, you can throw it flat, make a nice gentle, not really, it'll make a decent cut to the right. Throw it with a little bit of an anhyzer. Just a little bit of an anhyzer on your release, and it will make a really good S-curve. And if you throw backhand, same kind of thing, just if you can tilt it just a little bit on an anhyzer, it will go to the right and then cut back left. But if you ding it up a little bit, like I have had this disc for probably almost 2 years now, at least a year, I know. I've banged it up quite a bit, but the Z plastic doesn't really show anything. Hit into a tree a few times and release it flat, and it will just go out right and go left, and it's super fast. A great disc. Forehand, backhand, even rolling a disc. This disc rolls beautifully. My next disc is another Nuke. This is an OS. Personal favorite right here. great long distance driver if you know how to throw backhand and throw on an anhyzer and have practiced it. Because since this is overstable, this is a nasty disc. So overstable. 40-mile-an-hour headwind, I throw it backhand, I throw it with my anhyzer, it will not, even if the wind's blowing in my face, it doesn't back up, it just goes right and crashes left. It's so overstable. Good long distance driver. It's pretty durable. I've had this. This is a pretty old driver, even though it's new. It's about as old as my other Nuke, but this is a 2.2 rating, which is overstable. The ratings go from 0 to 1, 2, 3, and so on, and they go from negative numbers. So they go 0, negative 0.5, negative 1, and so on. And this is a 2.2, so anywhere in the 2 range is going to be pretty overstable. That's why I personally like to use kind of a slightly overstable driver, but it will turn into kind of an overstable driver or understable driver once it's beat in. This is a good forehand disc if you know how to throw forehand hard. Throw it on a good anhyzer, and you'll get a lot of distance. It's probably my farthest forehand disc. Doesn't really roll as well as the regular Nuke, but a great approach disc too, since it's really predictable disc. Does whatever, how you throw it. You can't really turn this disc over because it will cut back left if you throw backhand, vice versa if you throw forehand. But good upshot disc. I use it for my upshots. It's a good disc. Recommend it. My next disc. This is an Avenger SS. This is a 0.5 rating. This is a understable disc. If you throw hard like how I throw pretty hard backhand. You know, my average 380, 390. You want to throw it on an extreme hyzer. Throw through your knees on a hyzer, and it should go out right and go left. Big S curve. A lot of distance with this disc. If you're getting into the sport and pretty new to it, this is a good disc for beginners too. You know, if you don't have a lot of power, backhand or forehand, if you're just figuring out how you throw, recommend this. Discraft made a great disc, the Avenger SS. It's a good roller disc too. It rolls almost as far as the Nuke, maybe even farther. But this is a Z plastic, 0.5. It weighs about 173, I think. But it's pretty new. Just bought it not too long ago. Thrown it a few times. You want to throw it on a calm day. How I throw it, at least when I throw backhand. Calm day, no farther than 350. Because my average with this disc will at least be 320, 350. But on a nice calm day, I would throw this if it's open, because it flies great. Has a nice and gentle S curve to it, backhand or forehand. Recommend this for a beginner or an amateur if you're looking for, you don't want to throw with a slightly overstable disc and you want to, I personally like to throw it just understable because I don't like the feeling of really releasing them hard with an anhyzer. If you throw them on a nice hyzer, they'll cut back, make a nice S curve. Recommend this disc. The next one. This is a soft magnet. Discraft has made a great putter. Tried many putters from Innova and other brands, and I think this one, they've made a great putter. This is like a mid-range putter for me. It's a 0 rating, so it's dead straight. Putting, I throw my putter on all my shots with kind of a fan grip, controlling it with my finger. Throw it flat. If you throw backhand, throw it flat, and it'll make a kind of a soft right turn because you throw backhand. Forehand, you want to throw it, kind of like this because it will turn over. But great putter, straight, even on an upshot. I throw just like this. I throw across my body and softly out, and it'll do perfect. It does whatever you want it to do. Holds the line anyway. Left, right, anhyzer, hyzer, straight, tomahawk, does everything. Great putter. Just to look at my grips, I've gone through a lot of grip changes, but I've noticed on my grip, when I drive, I just do a simple 4-finger power grip, and my thumb, what I line up with is I grip the disc here, and I put my thumb on this line. Depending on how I want to control the disc is how much thumb pressure I put on, and I throw it just like this on my backhand throw, and on my forehand throw I grip it like this. I have to throw a forehand disc. I cannot throw it like this or like this. This is how I throw a forehand grip. This I think has the most power. Then with an upshot or a putter, yet again, I grab it like this. I don't grab it with fingers on the rim. I think that just throws off the disc. You get more control with the fan grip. Again, my discs are the Stalker. Get one, amazing disc. They make it in Z and titanium. I want to get a titanium plastic, but this is a great flying disc. Recommend it for anyone. Love this driver. Great disc. The Nuke. Almost got in a hole in with this disc. Grilled the basket once. God forbid. Can't believe it didn't make it. I was pretty upset. But good driver. Z plastic. If you want to go with Z plastic, ESP is alright, but I like the feel of Z plastic. Super fast. Does whatever you want it to once it's beat in. Far flyer. Flies tremendously. I love this disc. Farthest flying disc. Fast. You gotta get one. The OS. Overstable. If you have a strong arm, you can throw it. You know, Anheuser or Heiser. They'll do great in the headwind or approach shot. Great for distance. You can get a crap ton of distance, I'm telling you, with this disc. It's 2.2 rating, overstable, good disc to have. Upshots or long drives, headwind drives, dependable off the tee. The Avenger SS, 0.5 rating, remember that. Understable, great for beginners, good roller disc. Keep it on the extreme hyzer if you throw backhand, and vice versa if you throw forehand. But keep it on its hyzer if you throw backhand, makes a nice S-curve. Good disc to have. The putter, soft magnet, get one. You gotta get one. Good putter. Does whatever you want to, holds any line. Out of all the discs, Stalker, favorite one, get one. Love this disc, get one. So that's it for all my discs from Discraft. Go with Discraft. I've tried Innova, I've tried a lot of brands, and Discraft has made consistent flying discs. Dependable, consistency, brand new. They do what I know they're due. Even if I pick up a brand new one, you know, I'm like, okay, I know what it's going to do. Discraft have made great discs. I highly recommend them. Thanks for watching. See you later. Rate, subscribe.